Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I will share with you gold analysis from a multi-time frame perspective and also from a fundamental perspective. It will be very interesting, so stay with me up to the end of the video. Let's begin. During the previous time I posted the first analysis when the price was testing this area here at the top, 2480. And as you can see, after the price reached the first target, it bounced up and created a new high. So this was not expected here. However, from our movement, it was this part of the wave. The price created a correction up to 38.2%. Later we can see the bullish movement. During the previous time, that it was some days ago, I posted another analysis when the price completed this harmonic pattern, and I was looking at for a possible reversal zone between 25.25, 25.55. Also from this analysis, the price reached the first target and it came down up to 24.70. So what may happen in the current conditions? We are ahead of the Jackson Hole Symposium that began yesterday. And all the focus today will be on the Fed's Powell speech. Everything is related with Powell so far. During the day, we don't have any important news for the moment. All the focus is on Powell. It will be approximately in 2 hours and a half. The market is expecting from the Fed to share more information about the interest rate cut. And if that is going to happen, everyone is speculating that gold is going to rise further, and who knows where it will stop. We have to be careful because everyone is focused on the bullish movement. We can never have a market that is only positioned in one side. This is a very big risk for the opposite scenario most of the time. It happens very often. However, it will come a moment that the Fed is going to cut the rates, but it is not supposed, in my opinion, that we only have to anticipate that the gold price has only to rise. I'm going to show you what happened during the previous time, so it is not related to much. Many are speculating with the topic that if the Fed is going to cut rates, then gold is a better asset to have funds, and how the hedge funds are already doing. But if we are going to look at the history, that not many are doing that, we can see that gold is not in line most of the time with the interest rates. As you can see with this data here, this is the interest rate chart, and I'm going to look at this only from December 2022, when Fed increased the rates by 0.25% from 4.25 to 4.5, and we are going to see what happened during this moment. So if we are going to move on the left side of the chart, I have selected some interesting facts here. Look at the data, and here we have the first data, December. It's on the chart. December at this point, December 14 is this point here. Fed increased the interest rates, but as everyone is speculating so far that gold should have moved down, we can see that gold from this moment didn't move down, but gold increased value after the interest rates. So how is this possible at the time that we are all talking about that the Fed is going to cut rates, gold price is going to rise because it's a better investment? Everyone is discussed the opportunity cost, but as you can see at this point here, we were in a normal situation. When they increased rates from 4.25 to 4.5, gold price increased, and we have a slight movement down. Later, we may see February 1, 2023, from 4.5 to 4.75, and price moved down in this area. Here we have the point. The price moved down from 1868 to 1805, which doesn't make sense, is very small movement, and later the price recovered again. We don't have any war reason at all during these moments. So everything was very clear how the price performed, despite that the Fed increased the rate. So where is the opportunity cost here? And we have another rate increase. If we are going to look at on March 2023, 22nd of March, from 4.75 to 5, let's get back to the chart. Here we have the date, March 2023, 22nd of March, the Fed increased the interest rates, and as you can see, the price increased again up to the second meeting. May 3rd, 2023, from 5% to 5.25%, May 3rd, 5 to 5.25, price moved down slightly, not a big movement overall, so it is not related too much with the interest rates. We can see that the moves are not very big. These are normal moves also for gold on the daily chart, and price increased again. So overall we don't have big movements. July 2023, the interest rate increased to 4.5%, and this was the last time that the Fed increased rates. Until that moment we don't have more interest rate increased, and later we can see gold that is only rising. So the scenario that we are talking about here is that if the Fed is going to cut rates now, why the gold should increase value in order to have an opportunity cost, or let's say a better investment, at a time that when the Fed increased the rates, gold didn't move down at all. So look at this small trading area. That was all of this movement. It was 1% of the movement here that we may see in time, and nothing changed overall. But what was a real surprise is that when the war between Israel and Hamas began on October 2023, this was a real surprise when I was looking at the chart, and we can see that the price increased by 40%. So probably we may disagree with me, or you may agree with my opinion, but 40% only from this war here, it doesn't make sense at all under normal conditions. So despite the problem that this war created, that were not so big, look at where the price increased. However, if we are going to look at back on the history, we have also the war that started between Ukraine and Russia on 24th of February 2022. And what happened is that gold increased only in this area here. We can see February 2024. Gold increased from 1910 to 2070. And after that, gold moved only down. So overall, we can say that gold is used as a safe haven asset during war and inflation problems. But on this moment, during the war that was in the middle, in the heart of Europe, it was a big problem because it could have been even worse, a worse situation. We can see that gold moved only down after this point. So it is not everything related to interest rates, it's not everything related to inflation. We have also a very big manipulation after oil overall. So 40% in all this movement without any strong reason, I don't know what is happening at all. If we are going to discuss about the inflation topic, then we can say that it was not only inflation, because inflation reached the peak in these areas here when the Fed reached the all-time highs for the interest rates, but from 2023, October 2023, all the major economies were reporting a slowdown on the inflation rate. So how is it possible that the inflation rate was slowing down? We can see that they are already decreasing the interest rates. many of the major economies. The US will begin to cut rates soon. Inflation is slowing down, and how is it possible that 40% already moved up and the market is anticipating a bigger bullish movement? So in my opinion, we have to be very careful. It is not a normal moment, and I don't know what may push gold price higher. However, we must be very careful because this speculation is not making sense anymore. If we are going to look at also on this time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, look at what happened on the past. We can see this false breakout that was created, and later the price moved down. We had another false breakout from the bigger picture, from the structure support that was near to 2,400. Later the price moved back down again. We have the formation of another structure zone. Price didn't manage to break up, it moved down at this area, so it proved to be very strong. Another strong zone, and here we had the bullish movement that happened on 16th of August, it was 10 days ago approximately, and the price bounced. And the speculation is happening at a moment that is very weird and is not making sense at all at the time that we are talking about a possible ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, and gold created this new high, and this movement was approximately 4% from 24.32 to 25.31. So this is the strange fact that is happening here. However, what we are going to look at this moment is also the fact that the market is waiting for the Fed's Powell speech today about the possible rate cut during September meeting. But I think that considering that the FOMC minutes already sent the message that they are going to cut rates during September meeting, I think that the top was created here. So the chairman, Fed's Powell, I don't think that is going to share anything interesting for today because he is really discreet when it comes to comments and the interest rates. He will not share more than FOMC minutes. And what may happen is a possible crash from this area. So it can be aggressive, or probably it can move down slowly. This is something that it remains to be seen. It's very risky at this moment. But during the FOMC, during the Fed's Powell speech, we have to be careful because the speculation and not normal movement that probably Chair Powell is going to share something very interesting can push the price up to this area. We may see a possible double top scenario, and later the price can move down again. However, everything is related to the speculation. The maximum that I'm looking at for this movement can be also up to the top of the structure before the markets moves down. The scenario that I'm looking at, and in my opinion makes more sense, is that the price can stop below 2,500 and it moves down from this zone. However, with speculation around, we can never know what may happen. So this is what I'm looking at from a both technical and also fundamental perspective related to gold. Don't believe everything that is in the market, in my opinion, that the Fed is going to cut rates and is a better investment to have everything in gold. I don't think that is a wise investment under these conditions, considering also how the price reacted on the past to the interest rates. The only problem is that I see for the moment is why the price didn't react to the messages that we have a possible ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, but is reacting more to a possible rate cut. When we already saw that the price didn't react on the past too much when the Fed increased the interest rates. However, this is only my opinion. I'm not expecting that you should agree with everything that I explained, but this is overall what I'm looking at, and also an advanced technical analysis related to both the technical and fundamental perspective. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button and follow. Trade safe. Bye bye.